Obviously, as a player on a free, you had opportunities to go a number of different places, stay in Norwich as well. What was appealing about Minnesota?
Yeah, thank you. First of all, happy to be here, and yeah, obviously been playing quite long in Europe, and I had longer a feeling already that it would be like nice to experience something else outside of Europe, and then obviously when Minnesota came up, it's been actually quite, I don't know, say a couple of years ago already when first time Robin told me about that they could be interested in me, and but yeah, I was thinking that I wanna experience something else, and when this chance came, obviously there was some negotiations with the agent and the club, and in the end this felt like the best opportunity for me to come here in US.
Will Hansen from MLS News. How big of a role did Robin Lod play in your choice to come here?
Huge, I would say. Yeah, obviously I've known him many years, and I think he was the guy in the middle in the beginning before anything really happened. Like obviously the club spoke with him, and he asked me if I could be interested in coming here, and yeah, it was a big part of me as well, the chance to play with him. Of course, I played with him in national team, but the chance to be able to play with him in a club level as well, as it was a big part. Sadly, he's injured now, but I can't wait to play with him. I always had a good connection on the pitch and off the pitch with him as well. So yeah, big part.
Teemu, Jeff Ruder of The Athletic, Michael Bailey sends his regards. You've played for a couple of ex-strikers as coaches when you're at Norwich, if you think of Daniel Farke and David Wagner. Adrian, of course, former strikers. So what differences do you see when you have a coach who used to play the position? Does it bring anything different out of your game?
Yeah, obviously, they know how we as strikers feel on the pitch and what we need to achieve what we wanna do, and to get out. I think they know what to do to get best out of strikers. Of course, yeah, had some good times with especially with Daniel Farke. It was enjoyed playing under him, and I've heard good things about Adrian as well, and I'm looking forward what we can do together here.
No, Furtado from the Star Tribune. What was most appealing about the culture here with this organization that, you know, maybe not even in terms of stuff on the pitch, but in just terms of the people that, you know, really sold you on Minnesota United?
I think it's been, especially when we came here a couple of weeks ago with my wife, really felt really welcoming. Everyone has been so kind, and it's been easy to work with. That's for sure one thing. And I heard loads of good things about how they treat the players and their families. So me as well, as a father, that was a big thing for me, to find a place where we as a family can come and enjoy living outside of football as well.
Matt Kennedy, 5 Eyewitness Sports. Teemu, what are you most looking forward to about life in the United States?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Scoring lots of goals. Is that right, Teemu?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's for sure. Obviously, I want to help the team to achieve what are the targets for the team, and yeah, of course, I want to see NBA. That's something I've always dreamed of. So hopefully I can go and see a couple of games, and yeah, I will see how it goes. But I'm really excited to come and live here.
This is for Adrian. Adrian, obviously with designated players at striker, it's been kind of a checkered history with the club and at that spot. What have you learned from those past experiences to inform and help with Teemu now?
Well, I think Teemu briefly touched on it there. This is not something that's happened in the last few months. You know, when we realized that, and I mentioned this a few weeks ago, not since Christian Ramirez have we had a natural box player, I don't think. The rest have been a little bit different. It's been pretty evident this year with the amount of opportunities that we've created. We've been lacking somebody who could take a high percentage of them opportunities that we created. We had a few games ago where we had 58 efforts at goal in 3 games. Don't want to put pressure on him, but I think he'd have scored a fair few of them opportunities. And that's what we've been lacking. As you say, we haven't got it right. I believe that if we can continue to create the opportunities that we've done this season, then we've got the man, you've just seen some of the video here, at the highest level, who can put a few of them opportunities away. Oldie saying in football, goals change games. That's why they go for the most money and get paid the most money. That if they take a good opportunities and they take them opportunities and create them, makes a big, big difference to the team.
Building off of that then, was there something important about bringing in a player who's an experienced goal scorer rather than, recently there have been more developmental players, young players who there's some time for them to ease into it, but with Reynoso coming back as well, getting someone who can immediately come in and contribute?
Yeah, I think one of the things that is that with goal scorers, that they have a pedigree. The 1 and 2 is generally the gold standard. Teemus is virtually 1 and 2 throughout his career, whatever level he's played at. So I don't see any reason that coming to MLS, that doesn't change, especially in the team that we've got at the moment. As I say, we've created an awful lot of opportunities this year. I feel as though Bongi's getting better every week. Ray's come back now, which will be a big plus for Teemu. Sangbin's coming out. I feel as though Mender and Sangbin have started to look as a little bit like what we thought they were going to be. It's taken a while, certainly for Mender, but we feel as though there's some progress there. But no, I just think that at this moment in time, this is exactly what this group of players need. We need somebody who can consistently be in the right spots. If we create them opportunities, then he will take them.
Just a quick follow-up for Teemu. Have you had a chance to talk to Emmanuel yet? And do you have a sense of how you two will be playing towards the goal?
Yeah, obviously I've heard loads of good about him. Obviously Robin has been praising him a lot. And I can speak some kind of Spanish, so I had a chat with him today, and I'm really looking forward to play with him. And I hope he can create me many chances so I can score some goals.
This could be for Adrian and/or Mark. When you're looking at Pookie, obviously you want to bring in a good player like him. But looking at the person, what stood out in that process of getting to know him, before actually getting the deal done?
Yeah, so I'll take that one. The biggest thing is the goal scoring. But when we look at what the right fit is for the club, there's a lot of other factors. And I think Teemu was the perfect fit in all of those other things as well. On the soccer side, I think he's got a lot more to him than just goals. He's got good hold-up play. He can do a lot more. He can bring others into it. Obviously, his primary objective is to score goals, but he's a really good soccer player. So he can combine with Ray. He can combine with others on the field. His last couple games with Finland, he got a couple of assists as well. So he's certainly got more to his game than just goals. But that's the main reason he's here is to score goals. I think we've discussed that. In terms of the off-field stuff, we really pride ourselves in bringing in good people, hardworking people, players that are going to work defensively and do all the other little things. So we can see that on the video. We can see that when we watch games. We also had a Zoom call with Adrian and myself, and you get to know someone, and we really pride ourselves in that in terms of getting to know the player. So he's the right fit when he gets here, and everything was perfect really. I think he's the perfect fit on the field, and he's a fantastic fit off the field.
We spoke to an awful lot of people, not only about the football. We can see that. You've seen that over the last 10 years or so. But the people at Norwich City, one of the assistant technical director there is a really good friend of mine, somebody I played with. The fact that they wanted to keep him speaks volumes when they've had him for the previous 5 years. So, that was a big plus for us. We spoke to the national team manager, Marku, couldn't speak highly enough of him, not only as a player, but more importantly, a guy that you get every single day, which is really important. Somebody who comes into the football club and actually brings something every single day. And, as I said, it's been evident from the very first time that we spoke about him.
Teemu, do you have a set amount of goals you want to score this season, or do you just want to come in and help the team succeed right away?
Said 30 to me, so there you go.
Actually, never in my career I never set any target like how many goals I would want to do in that season. I know that's mostly my job is to score goals, but do it to help the team to achieve their targets. If we do what we want to do as a team, I will be happy in the end of the season. Doesn't matter how many goals I've done.
Teemu, on your goal scoring record, we saw it at a level in the championship and at a level in the Premier League, and then last year maybe it wasn't as what it was previously in the championship. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, it was a hard season overall for me and for the team as well. I think if you compare the last 2 seasons in the championship, we did create a lot more chances, and I end up quite often in the places where I can't score, where I had to do the last pass or stuff like that. But yeah, it was not a great season from me or the team. So yeah, happy that I had some holiday and got my head out of football, not thinking about any of that, and I feel I'm ready to start again and hopefully score many goals.
Mark, is it fair to say that this is the biggest signing in club history?
I think it is. I mean, obviously, financially, Amanda Reynoso was a big deal as well. But in terms of the stature of the player, the experience of the player, we think it is. We think we have a world-class elite goal scorer. So yeah, I would say it's the biggest sign the club's had.
Pookie, is there any significance in number 22 for you?
Yeah, I had a great time in Norwich with it, and it's my wife's birthday, so that's in Norwich I had like a couple numbers to pick which one I took, and that was the only thing that had any meanings for me, and I felt like it's kind of my number now, and I'm thanks to, was it Devin? Devin had it before, so yeah. He gave it to me, so I'm really grateful for that, but yeah, that's behind the number. Yeah.
In other U.S. sports, if a player comes in and pushes a player off a number, there's some sort of gift or compensation. Did Devin just give it up to you?
I think he just gave it up to me, but yeah, maybe I need to figure out something to give it. He said if I just keep scoring goals, he'll be happy to pass that to me.
Cut us some slack. He's young.
Yeah.
When you look at a club like Norwich, there's that community aspect to it. There's that feeling of camaraderie, of fans having kind of an outsized impact on the team. Obviously, you see some fans are already here in attendance. They'll be cheering loudly tomorrow against Austin. How important is it to you to be in that sort of an environment where it feels closer to a community maybe than just like we're an entertainment event in town?
Yeah, obviously, like in Norwich is as well similar. There's it feels like a kind of family club. It's the same feeling I've got from here, and yeah, it's important. I've heard many good things about the atmosphere here in games. I'm really looking forward to experience that myself, and yeah, I think it's easier to play in that kind of environment, especially for me.
Thanks for that, Jeff. And as the PR guy, I may go against my instincts, but is there anyone from the Wonderwall that has a question for Teemu? Thank you. Yeah.
So Robin shared with us what Sisu, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, means to him. Could you share what it means to you?
Oh, that's a hard one. Kind of never give up attitude. That's probably how I would think that word, and yeah, it's something we Finns do. So yeah.
What is it? Sisu?
Sisu, yeah.
Okay. I'll check that right.
All right, time for a few more for the three members on stage.
Teemu, did you ever imagine just growing up in the sport and that you would end up in the MLS and in this situation?
Yeah, kind of. Like I said, I've always, not always, but like over the last years, I always thought that it would be a great experience for me and my family to come and play in MLS. And but yeah, when you're playing in England, it was not something I thought about all the time. But I always felt like it could be an option and good experience and challenge for me.
Teemu, there was a video clip of you a couple years ago talking about Robin and wanting to get him over to England. Did that get any traction, and when did it kind of flip that you would come here, or he was trying to recruit you here?
I don't think there was anything ever behind it, but yeah, I think that just tells that I really enjoy playing with him, and it's been on national team. I've really liked to play with him, and he knows me how I play, so I know he will try to find me, and I don't know when it changed, but yeah, like I said, he was a huge part of me being here now for sure.
Teemu, there's a lot of people who live in Minnesota that are Finnish. Did that factor into your decision to come here at all?
Not really. I think it's a cool thing, but it was not something I would think about when deciding where I'm gonna play. But I think it's nice that the Minnesota has history with Finns before, and there's been many, especially ice hockey players as well from Finland. So happy to be here as a Finnish player.
Any more questions for the group on stage? All right, last one from Andy here.
There's been a lot of people in Minnesota saying Pookie Party. Tell me about that and kind of how you embrace that.
Yeah, I don't know when it started. I think it started in Denmark, and I have nothing to do with it. It's just I think it's just my name. It rhymes good with the party, so yeah, I think it just means goals and good feeling in games, and hopefully I can help and create some Pookie Party here as well.
And Adrian, you said Teemu wanted to sing a song before we were down here? No, okay, sorry. Yeah.
He's got that to come.
All right, we'll welcome the three gentlemen up front for a photo op here now. Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.